3,000 tons of ammonium nitrate exploding in the Lebanese capital. It happened near Beirut's port, throwing people miles away onto their backs, ripping balconies off buildings and sending glass flying.
We were at home. We heard what sounded like fireworks. We thought it was a container in the port that was on fire and they weren't able to put it out. A few seconds later, we were flying through the air.
The blast was so deafening, it was felt more than 200 kilometers away in Cyprus.
We heard the first explosion and went to see what happened. I didn't have time. I didn't realize there would be a second explosion. The glass exploded in front of me.
The explosion, described by many as intense as an earthquake. And in the aftermath, chaos and confusion with residents scrambling to transport the injured to nearby hospitals, already overwhelmed with victims.
I went to another hospital and was told they're at full capacity. I saw a man whose leg had been cut off, and I saw a boy who was lost and looking for his parents. So I thought to myself, my injury is minor, and the hospital has more to deal with. So I came home and took care of it using the first aid kit.
It was not immediately clear what caused the initial blaze on Tuesday that set off the blast.
There are no words to describe the magnitude of the catastrophe that happened in Beirut. The city is now a disaster zone. It's time to mourn our dead, help the injured, and find the missing. The shock will be felt by all Lebanese citizens. I call on them today to unite so we can overcome this disaster.
Lebanese officials say the chemicals, which were seized several years ago, were stored in a warehouse not far from the capital's popular shopping and nightlife districts. No safety measures were taken. Governments around the world have pledged their support, with several Arab countries, including Iraq, Qatar, and Kuwait, saying they will help with medical supplies and assistance. This is at a time when Lebanon is already in the midst of a global coronavirus pandemic. Prime Minister Hassan Diab says those responsible will be held accountable.
The investigation has to be a priority, and the result must be delivered quickly. Our priority is also to remove the bodies and to find the missing.
But that's little comfort for those whose lives have been devastated in a country that is already in the midst of its worst economic and political crisis.